Alright, hello YouTube and welcome to today's Genshin Impact video. This video I'm going to be going back to Genius Invocation TCG. I've taken a bit of a break from this, but I figure now's a good time to get back into it because I kind of enjoy it. There are some parts of Genius Invocation that drive me bananas, but it is still kind of uh, enjoyable. But for this weekend, I'm going to put out two videos. I'm going to put out Sayu's video today and Toma's video tomorrow. So let's take a look at Sayu and see what she does. Her normal attack does 2 physical damage. Her elemental skill does 1 animal damage and then prepares another attack that happens on the next turn, which does 2 animal damage. And of course, you have Swirl, which basically, if it reacts with an element, if it's already applied to that particular character, in which case it'll do 1 damage of that particular element to the other characters on the lineup, but not to the target itself. Then her burst, and keep in mind that she is a 2 energy character. She deals 1 animal damage, it's not a lot, and then creates a summon. At the end phase, the summon deals 1 animal damage and then heals the most damaged character on her team for 2 hit points. So deals 1 animal damage. I'm assuming that goes to whichever one is my active character. She has Mona and Ayaka as her two cards to finish her lineup. So my guess is that they might be going for freeze. That's my guess anyway. But you may notice that Mona and Ayaka both have 3 energy, so getting their bursts up will take a little bit longer than Sayu's. And I have a feeling they're going to bring Sayu in to do most of her damage when you have a lot of elements afflicting my characters. Anyway, for my event card right here, this one I put in my deck to kind of counter what I think Sayu is going to do. This can be played by any of my characters because my characters are either Electro or Dendro, and basically what happens is that elemental type will be applied to all of my characters. So that means if I play this with Kale up, then that means all the characters will be affected by Dendro, and either of the other 2 will do Electro, and I'm going to use that as a kind of a get out of jail free cleanse. If all of my characters are affected by either Hydro or Cryo, kind of stop them from getting freeze in. If that becomes a problem. So on my draw, it looks like I have Kujo Sara's equipment card. It doesn't cost a whole lot, so let's lead off with Kujo Sara and hope that we can use that card.
With you all the way.
So I want to, in order to get the maximum number of points, I need to win in 6 rounds, of course. Okay, so I've got enough energy to use her equipment card. Let's go ahead and reroll the ones that I can't use. Got an Omni die, but not much else. But that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use her equipment.
Strike.
And we'll see where she's got.
Can't catch me.
So she's going with her skill right off the bat. That means she's going to automatically attack in the next round. But Kujosara does not have is not affected by any elements, so that's really not going to do a whole lot. So what do we want to do? Still got quite a few dies left. Not might want to put some. We could put the Favonius Cathedral out to get a little bit of healing in between rounds. Could also go with. So this star signs will give her 1 energy. And since she's not affected by any elements and Sayu only has 3 dice left, I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn. Don't mind taking a little bit more damage because I know the cathedral is going to heal Sara in between rounds. Oh. Okay, so she's got her burst ready and she switched to Mona. The elemental skill did get Mona for affected her with Electro. There's might be worth it to try to get Kale, but Kujosara also has her burst ready. That might be worth thinking about as well. It's been a while, so I might be a little rusty. We'll see. So if I attack with Kujosara, it's going to do how much damage? It's got to do 3 damage. It's also going to create a summon, which I like. Let's see, what else would I have? I only have 1 Dendro. Don't have anything that converts. I have Fischl's equipment. Doesn't really help right now. Switch to Kale. Try to bank the burst for a later round. Could get yeah, that's probably the right call because Kale can use her elemental skill with the dice that she has, and if Mona stays as the active character, she'll get quickened.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale.
So that's the right call, and we just have to hope she doesn't change.
Shadows of fate.
She didn't. That's good. Kale is affected by Hydro, which means if she switches to Ayaka and attacks, then it frees Kale. But Kale is only going to need 1 attack for this round. I'm going to use it now. Now I'll take the shield away and do 3 damage. Oh. Okay, so they're done. And let's switch back to Kujosara. Have 3 dice left if I did, and I could. Wouldn't be enough. Use her skill again. Switch to Fischl and do the same thing. That's perhaps the right.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
Which one didn't I? Oh, that's a joke. Okay, never mind. I'll sacrifice the bow. Use the skill.
No rest for the wicked.
Then Oz will do damage at the end of the turn. Official's probably going to get frozen because Sayu's going to go first, and Sayu's showing Ayaka. Not much I can do at this point. I will get some more electro damage on Ayaka first. And actually, if that, well, yeah, well, I mean, there's nothing I can do. I've already used all my dice, so. Cathedral's not, well, the cathedral's actually gonna activate because she's down to 9, so. Oh well. So I'm going to have to waste an action to switch to another character. This official's going to get frozen unless they decide unless it decides not to. I could have used the well. Let's see what happens. I could have used the. I could have applied Electro to everyone. Okay. Well, they used a normal attack, actually, which doesn't freeze her. And I should have used her equipment card in the previous round instead of just using it regularly. There's... So I don't want to switch to Kale because she will get frozen too. Could use the banner now. It will put Electro on Kujo Sara, which means that she could take a lot of bonus damage from either Mona or Ayaka. Almost would rather take freeze than take that, so. Let's. No point using this right now. No point using the equipment card right now because Oz is still on the field. Do this and it'll do 2 damage. Or I could switch to Kujo Sara, who cannot be frozen right now because she's not affected by Hydra. Switch to you, then I only have 2 net electros though. I don't have anything that converts. Well, let's just take 2 damage. I'll switch to Sayu. Okay. Sayu attacks with Animo. I'm assuming that Sayu might be going for the burst. Burst would do hydro damage to Kale and Kujo Sara. Could switch to Kujo Sara to try to block that. Then I don't really have enough Electro to use her burst. Have to convert all of that and burn through a lot of cards. Just take a swirl damage. Switch to you, I have a net 2. Convert 1 and use her skill. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm assuming she's going to use her... She ended her turn. Oh, she only had 1 die left. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to that. Use that, but uses up both the Geo dice. Do that plus the in, and prepare for another round. I like the idea of let's see. Sacrifice 2 cards to use this now. A lot, but might be worth it. Okay. So now I have essentially 4 Dendro dice. That puts Quicken, and it puts it. Oh, that's going to work really well because it reapplied Dendro onto Sayu after Quicken, and then Oz is going to go during the end phase. Lucky, but well, I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh yeah, it is.
My fault for being so lazy.
Okay, so that team has lost their healer essentially. But and now they're starting with Mona, which doesn't give them an elemental reaction just yet. Not so good on the roll. See if I get something better. That could work.
Let me scry.
Okay, that just did 1 damage. Mona's up to 2 energy. This is gonna bounce off of her shield. But still gotta do it. See if she switches to Ayaka. Good. Ayaka's now we have to switch to you. Yeah, that's my only play.
All the way.
We're gonna try to set up for the burst. Okay, get to the end of the round. Don't have to use Paimon because we have 2 of the same equipment. Now we can burst.
No turning back.
Okay, so that should actually that's gonna do a lot because okay, so at the end phase, Mona's summon is going to attack Sara for 1. But then the Dendro summon or Con Amber is going to attack Ayaka for 4, essentially, because it's going to be an elemental reaction. That will knock her out. That'll bring Mona in as the active character, and she's going to be the one that's going to take Kujo Sara's summon. So that's going to do quite a bit. Get the 1. No, actually,
Pardon my
that's okay. She.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
I'm still in really, really good shape. Because because now Sayu can't freeze me. And there's no cryo on my side of the board. Didn't get any electro, say. Let's see what she does first. Burst is ready. And go ahead and use strategize. Get the 2 cards, see if those help. Not particularly, but So this is going to do 2 to her and trigger the... And she's pretty much in a... Mona's pretty much in a world of hurt right now. She's going to take a lot of damage at the end of the round.
I think I just need to do this.
Fate is upon you.
And it did 4 damage. That didn't do enough to... So let's tag her out, I think. Feel like I should go to Kale because she can use her skill. Wouldn't matter because she's not, well, she ended her turn. I was about to say it wouldn't have mattered as far as an elemental reaction because she doesn't have an element on her. But now she does. And Colin Amber should win the game. Even the 1 damage I'm going to get from the reflection's not going to be enough. And there it goes.
The stars are fading.
Well, first try. And it really was the first try. So anyway, not too bad. Not too bad. I probably need... I still feel like I'm a little bit rusty getting back into this, but yeah, not bad for a first match back.
I should have went and got more intel. Then I wouldn't have lost so badly.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving it a like. Consider subscribing to this channel and follow me on Twitch. I stream Genshin Impact on Twitch twice a week, usually. And leave a comment below. Let me know how I did, and I'll see you in the next video.